All right, so this is my presentation for the CVLE 4750 midterm, where we had to develop our own model of the building. So I chose to actually do my own house. I try to do it to as scale as possible, but some things get messed up. But yeah, so pretty much this house is meant for suburban and residential housing. Pretty much just the normal suburbs. From the measurements that you can see right here, the house is 2,296 square feet and it's located in Blakely, Georgia. So it's meant to accommodate high temperatures and relatively high humidity. So here is the modeling process that I did here, and this is my project process map. So I apologize if it's a little bit hard to read. I try my best, but so pretty much you start at the beginning of the process, and then you define the scope of the project. So you pretty much just define like what needs to be accomplished throughout the project, using the assignment rubric as a reference information. Then you prepare the project just by starting your grid lines and trying to organize all the levels and a lot of your parameters that you're going to set up for your project. For a lot of this, you will use your model sketch and the dimensionings that I used on paper before actually drawing it in Revit. So once you start preparing your project, you will get the Revit model. So after this, you will get you will create your architectural model. And right here, this says, does the model meet the requirements? So if it does not meet the requirements, then you will revise your model. But if it does meet the requirements, then you will create your structural model, which after that, you will coordinate the models and using your model requirements as reference information. And once you coordinate your models, you will get right here the architectural and structural plans. So for the end process, you will get your presentation video, which is what I'm presenting right now. So right here are full floor plans. As you can see, you walk into this room right here, turn to our right, and there's a laundry room. Then you go up here, and there's our living room with our sinks, our ovens. There's our refrigerator, our dining room. Here's our sunroom right here with our TV. You go over here is our living room. And there's our guest bathroom. This is just like our family room that we just kind of stay in. Here is my parents' room with their bathroom and closet, and right here is a computer room that we have. Then once you go up these stairs up to the second floor, you will come right here, turn to the left, and here is one bedroom. Turn right here, and here's another bedroom, and these two bedrooms share a bathroom. And so if you go down this hallway, here's a fourth bedroom. This bedroom does have its own bathroom and a desk and furniture. Um, Now these empty spaces right here and right here, those are because our house is kind of set up a little bit weird, so we have a lot of attic space. So this space right here and this space right here is just attic space. So here's my structural plans. As you can see right here, this is our level 1 structural foundation plans. You can see the slabs and the walls that are meant to support our house. And here are the support, or these more architectural, honestly. But no, these are support columns because they support right here where we go upstairs, and this area right here is just a loft over the living room that you can find right here. So this area is not really held up by much except for these beams right here, which we do have in our house. And then the level 2 structural framing plan. This is where we have the beams running across the throughout the floors just to provide extra support for the second story. Here's our elevation views. This is the north elevation view of my house, south, west, and east elevation view. Here are the section views. Right here, you can see a lot better how much detail was really put into this model. You can see the structural support columns right here, and right here, there is our staircase. Here's our sunroom. Right behind the staircase is the living room. And here's another view. There is another view of the sunroom right here. And here's a little family room where we gather. So yeah, this project really reminded me of a lot of things I had to figure out the hard way when we were doing our using the textbook to do our little lab assignments. One thing is it's really important to get good setup in the early phases of your project, because it will really make the difference of how hard this project will make your life. So organizing the levels and the grids and all that stuff is really important to preventing any errors that might arise later on. Another lesson, I don't know why these are all labeled number one. Apparently, when I converted to Microsoft PowerPoint, it got messed up. Yeah. So number two is the architectural and structural elements need to be coordinated carefully, because there were plenty of times that a lot of times I had my architectural model, and when I started doing the structural elements, I had to align them so many times and realign them again and again, because I just really kind of yada yada it at first. So I was really just trying to get through it quickly as possible, and really took a lot of time later on trying to catch back up and redo all the stuff I messed up. And the third lesson I learned really is that construction documents really rely on a clean model. So you really need to get your floor plans, your elevation plans, the section views that we have, the details. They really come together a lot more smoothly when you take the time at the beginning